Oh, I love that view going down to the lake. I'm at my family camp, and you know when you got a list of projects that's longer than the amount of time that you have, that's kind of what my summer feels like right now. I'm not really here for projects though. Kind of doing a little bit of a writer's retreat. Brought my laptop up because I'm working on my master's thesis and I got a lot of writing to do this summer. And it's an off-grid camp, of course, although got some lights running. So we do have a little bit of power up here. It's kind of a mix of old and new. So these are like relatively new batteries. And then like 1990s era solar panel wiring, as well as a newer solar panel also feeding those batteries. So incredibly, that 40-watt panel has been here since like the 1990s and still supplies power to the camp. And that one there at an angle is a newer 100-watt panel, which is supplying the bulk of the power. I also have propane to run the fridge and stove. So these are 12-volt fluorescent lights, but I'm going to replace those with LED lights probably this summer. Been watching a couple of sales at Princess Auto for RV 12-volt lighting that I think would work really well in here. And look at this. They don't make them like they used to. This is like a 1950s era propane refrigerator that is not really working anymore, and an old Hardwick propane stove which is working. I saw a Canadian company that makes a 1950s style propane refrigerator that I got my eye on in like robin's egg blue. Maybe you even know which one I'm talking about, and I think it would look really good up here and be really effective. So in the meantime, there's a couple of sponsor shout outs. I brought up the 12-volt 120-volt ComDo plug-in refrigerator, and I brought up the EcoFlow Delta. So let's fire this up, and so you can see I charged it up to 100%. Now that's the DC power side. So I plugged in the AC power side. Where's the power button? There it is. Turn that on. So the refrigerator is going to power on, and in a second it's going to give me my readout. And the kids are going to be excited about this too, because they've got some USB devices that need to get charged. So what's it saying? It's saying it'll run this fridge for over 30 hours at full draw. But it cycles off and on, so it'll actually last longer than that. You can plug into that EcoFlow if you want, the USB. There's a whole bunch of them in there. You can use any one of them. Here's the old stuff. So there's a little panel here that goes from the batteries to the lights, and then to a little 300-watt inverter that doesn't work, and then to another little 125-watt inverter that doesn't really work. And so what I'd like to set up here on a better kind of a setup is like a 3,000-watt inverter. I saw them on sale at Princess Auto, like 90 bucks. So I'm gonna order up one of those and put one of those in here. And it's supposed to be nice for the next 2 days. It's pretty rainy-ish and blah-ish right now, so we're gonna have a little bit of inside time, and probably gonna get my laptop set up and do some writing. I was moving these pieces of chipboard out of the weather. Look what I found. Wild food. Look at all these ant eggs. Ants, 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 and eggs. One of the easiest ways to get these is if you lick your finger, then the eggs stick to them. Why would you want to get ant eggs? Do you eat them? They're better if you can cook them, but like, not really a quantity here to be worthwhile. I gotta shake all these ants off these before I put them out of the weather in the camp. A little ant check, and none crawling up my legs. Probably have seen some of my videos with the egg incubator at my parents' place. This is like a big ant incubator. Would have caught all the sun here and would have warmed up, and they just identified it as like a really good spot to warm up their eggs and speed up development probably. But sorry, ants. These have to go undercover. I said I was going to write, didn't I? I'm getting to it. First, all these pine trees here are basically constantly shedding branches. So it always takes a day each year to go around and burn it all up. So I got a pile here, and these are some hurricane matches that I got from a nomadic subscription box. So just gonna fire up this pile of brush. I threw some birch bark in there. Are these untouched? Oh no, they're just folded up nicely in a little paper package. Windproof, waterproof. These are a lot of fun. Burn, baby! My birch bark is kind of dampish, so hopefully it goes. It's not going great. Check in a minute. It's basically been raining on this brush for like 5 days straight, so it may or may not catch. It's looking good right now. So we're gonna do a little fire just to take the chill off the camp and dry some of your clothes out. This stove used to be in Graham's and Papa's house a long time ago, and I think we moved it up here in the winter, Loki's.
Really?
You got your lighter handy?
Yeah.
Can you reach that little bit of paper? You having any luck? Mm-hmm. You got her? Is it gonna go?
Nope,
So,
it's dying.
okay, the damper's open. It's okay. Is it catching?
Yeah!
Okay, do you want to smoke the camp out or no?
Yeah.
What's this?
I'm melting my cookie.
Okay.
Where else would I put it?
Right. I guess
Anyway.
directly on the stove.
I don't want it to tilt. I win. I'm fabulous.
We'll open up this damper here and let some air through. Hopefully there's not a blockage in the chimney.
Is there a sticker I could use to press the marshmallows and put on?
Seems like right now air does not want to go up the chimney.
Is there what?
I said hopefully there's not a blockage in the chimney. Can you see if there's smoke coming out the chimney? Like a raccoon or a squirrel nest. Do I have a what?
I think I could use for marshmallows.
That one right there?
Thumbs up.
Okay, good. And listen, it's burning really good right now.
That's the first time that a fire has actually worked for me. Ash, you might want to eat the cookies before they're all gone.
No, don't do anything ridiculous.
Sorry, what?
I'm trying to look like I'm working on my thesis and my writer's retreat. Trying. I'm gonna hello. I'm gonna come back here without them one time and do more work, more effectively, because they're losers.
What?
They're distracting. That was actually really funny. What did you say? She said, "What's a thesis?" Because it sounds like a disease. And probably anybody who's had to write one would say that it is a bit of a disease that's hard to shake. What's a thesis?
Yeah.
It's when you do a study and then you write up the whole document about your study.
About one thing.
I'm on 79 pages right now.
19,000 words.
Yeah, 19,000 words.
I think the most words I've gotten is like 500 words. Yay!
Yay. Yeah, thesis. Whoa, look at that. Frizzy hair.
Whoa.
Crazy. Good morning. The weather turned around on us. It's a nice day out there right now. I was gonna check in on this business here. It's on like sleeping mode. What's it doing now? 60% battery left. So it's 8:30 in the morning. Started running this at 1 o'clock yesterday. So however many hours that is, down at like, I had it even lower than 38 degrees earlier. And I've used 40% of my battery power plus I charged my phone, and the kids charged a tablet once or twice, and another phone, and some Bluetooth earbuds. So everybody's been drawing off this thing, and that's partly why I was piecing this video together, because I did a review of this EcoFlow Delta, and I felt like I just didn't get to say enough good things about it in that video, and I want to make sure that you guys knew that this product was out there, because it's been amazing. It's far exceeded my expectations. So it's pretty good, let me just say. Now I don't know if my promo codes from before are still active, but I'm gonna link them below in case you want to try and get some money off one of these guys from a North American company, no less. Anyway, I'm gonna make sure that I also charge up my computer, because it doesn't hold the charge very well, and do some more writing on my thesis, my diseases. Got my Parent 2, my Olight. I'm showing all kinds of stuff today, but the reason why is because, are you for real? That's a real spider in our camp? Oh my god, it is huge. It's on a big ball of eggs too. That's why it's not moving. I'll have to catch it and move it outside. No, it's like a big giant wolf spider.
Now.
Whoa!
Okie dokie.
Are you gonna narrate it?
We're off to catch the spider, the wonderful spider of creepy
Oh,
spider.
its little eyes are reflecting in the light a little bit too, like many jewels.
Ah,
Okay, here's our spider catching apparatus, which is a peanut butter jar
spidercatching.com
and a piece of paper.
That's your Tweedlebug note. What? No.
The egg sac is a little bit attached to the wall, I think.
Ew. You have to say if you want to buy the peanut butter jar, go to www.spidercatchingscams.com.
Yeah, and use my exclusive code OneWildcrafter10 for 10% off.
Yeah.
There, that'll give some perspective on the size of this spider now that it's in a peanut butter jar. It's pretty big for...
You're filming in the wrong area.
Yeah, you're you know, Martin pointed at the thing, but there it is. Okay.
It's huge and it's kind of scary.
We'll put them outside.
Even for people who like spiders.
We're bringing it outside.
Kind of like a no bulk spider, you know? Can I name it?
Yeah. What are you gonna name it?
I'm gonna name it Charlotte, and I'm gonna name
Let me see that camera. I'm gonna try and get a good picture of that. Can we zoom a bit? There it is. Hey buddy, sorry you had to leave the camp. Taking a little adventure break. Where are we going?
To the cave to find our times capsule.
Yeah, so the kids remembered putting a time capsule in a cave back in the woods here.
If it's
And
not
then-
there, then I win.
They have different recollections of what happened afterwards. So
I don't know because I was telling you.
one recollection is that they went back and collected it. The other recollection is that they went back, but the date on the time capsule said they should wait longer, and so they left it.
I think
So we're not really sure, so we're gonna go find out.
I think that we went there to find it, and then it wasn't there.
Oh, goodness. Other children took it.
I think that
We'll see.
Meanies. There's no
Anyway.
kids on this island.
This is a
the bottom broke.
little four-wheeler path
So we took the note
through the woods, and it's buggy. I think that's a slime mold, and it's like kind of gooey and transparent there, but over here, look at how it's starting to form its little structures. That's kind of cool. Good eye, monkey. Yeah.
And the top ones I've gotten, like the highest ones I've gotten in 1 round
Yeah.
was 36 or 38, I think. Or
We're,
maybe it was 42.
We're hiking in the deep woods, but we're talking about Super Mario Kart. Well, somebody's motor oil. Might as well throw that in our bag of goods. Birch bark and motor oil. Got all the makings for a good fire. Getting close. So technically, you can access the camp by road, but I don't know, maybe Stevie Funfur would take his Jeep back here. It's been a long time since we've taken a vehicle back here. Maybe like the late 1980s or the early 1990s or thereabouts. And the trail's in pretty good shape. Somebody's been back here on an ATV pretty frequently, I think, but this part's not really truck-worthy. Pardon me?
You stay down. What?
What'd you say?
We think we found it.
All right.
Are these blackberries?
Yeah, those are little blackberry plants.
That's right.
Okay, so behind the boulder is the hidden cave. Did you just walk into a branch, Linnea?
No, I just walked into the millionth place.
There it is. The cave. What do you think? Check for bears first. There's been one breaking into the cabins.
I see there's like a little thing.
That's a piece of birch bark, I think.
Yeah.
What about that bottle? Is it in there?
I don't see it. Shoot.
Are you going in?
No, I'm not.
Who's going in?
Not me.
What?
I don't like going in these places.
Ah,
No.
here. I'll go in.
If we see it, I'd go
As
in.
the biggest person here, I guess I'll crawl into this tiny,
Spot perfect for a daddy.
super sketchy cave. I see a bottle.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yay!
A maple syrup bottle?
Oh, right there.
Is that?
Yep.
Is that you guys? Oh no! The lid's off
No!
and everything's soaking wet. Is that the bottle you guys used?
Yeah.
Oh, here, you want to pass me the camera? Mercy. That's too bad. Anyway, this is that cave. Like, there's totally room to lie down. You could have a tiny fire and the smoke would go out the other end, I guess. You could hang out in here if you needed to. And everything seems pretty dry, so I guess the water doesn't get in. Well, that's too bad about that time capsule. Like, it's kind of weird that the cap came off of it and all their papers got soaked. Oh, you guys are gonna outrun the mosquitoes now? Oh well, that was a good adventure. And what are we at here? Let me check my Fitbit. 1,400 steps in, so almost 3,000 steps of adventure. So that's fun. Yeah, let me see that bottle. Lots of soaking wet paper in there. Too bad. I don't know if you're going to be able to get those papers out. You might have to smash the bottle. Smash the bottle!
Smash the bottle!
The bottle.
The bottle.
Alright. Well,
Or you can just use tweezers and tug it.
maybe. Chopsticks?
Chopsticks. Oh, I can't use chopsticks.
No? Okay, maybe. What if we put like little helper elastics on them?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I guess it's probably swim time now, eh?
Yes,
Go
swimming!
rinse off all of our bug spray and mosquito bodies. What is it?
It's a tiny little toad. Come on.
Got lunch on the go. Gonna do some thick sliced bacon, some toast, and some fresh farm eggs. I don't know, maybe you're not familiar with this style of toaster, but it's made for doing toast over, getting foggy, over a gas flame or even over an open fire. So you can see the flame inside the ring there. The toast lean, and then every once in a while you just kind of flip them over to toast both sides. Old school. Actually, I'm not sure if I've ever seen this style of toaster anywhere except here at this camp.
Skittles are my favorite candy.
Mm-hmm.
They're just the perfect amount of sour, you know? Especially the sour Skittles, which are really good.
Mm.
But those ones have a little bit of a tang in them.
Thanks for that Skittles review.
Yep.
Guess I'm a little bit backlit here. There was one more item that I don't think I gave a full review to, or I reviewed it, but at the time I didn't know quite how awesome it was, and so I did just want to mention this Baton 3, an Olight Baton 3 with a wireless charger. So you basically have a carrying case that the baton fits inside of, and there's a supplemental battery bank inside of here which you can charge with a USB cable. What that means is that every time you store your Baton 3, it's recharging, and I think this will fully charge the Baton 3 3.7 times. So you've got one time, 3.7 times, you've got almost 5 full charges on your Baton 3, which has all the great light settings of Olight that I really appreciate, from the ultra low light setting to the hyper bright or super bright mode. And because of the number of charges you have on this will basically sustain you for days and days and days on an extended trip, which is super awesome. And the Baton 3 is kind of light enough that you can clip it on your hat if you need to. If you're wearing a ball cap, you can have it as basically a headlamp. Even I've kind of clipped it into a like a bandana, and it's kind of sat there on my head. And I really love this orange color. I don't know if it comes in other colors. Anyway, I know it's a big product placement. I do have a discount code, which I'll link below if you want to order anything from Olight. Keep an eye on their flash sales, but anything that's not on sale, I can save you a little bit of money on an order. So that's another one. And we're just kind of coming to the end of our little cabin stay. We got a little bit of writing done. My big battery, the EcoFlow Delta, did run out of power sometime in the night, but it basically ran that cooler for almost 2 days and then charged a whole bunch of devices besides that. So it charged my computer fully twice, my kid's tablet 2 or 3 times, a couple of cell phones, and so on. So that's been like a pretty awesome item, although I would like to, and I will upgrade the camp solar power system. So I'm going to put in a new inverter. I'm just going to drop a Princess Auto order as soon as I get home, and maybe I'll show you the installation of that as I'm squishing mosquitoes here. And you know, just ended up with some really nice weather. Got a little bit of work done on the dock. It needs a replacement, so I started to pick it apart. We built it, I'm gonna say, over 20 years ago with my dad's like self-sawn hemlock and tamarack lumber, and it's finally just started to rot away from years of weather exposure. So that's going to be a big project as well. And that's kind of that. So hope to catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully getting into some more adventures, some more how-tos, some more off-grid upgrades, some more borrowed homestead updates, so on and so forth. See you on the next one, YouTube.